I know it's in the notes. Try to think how would you compute the event. If you can into something that only lives on the right hand side, right? And that saves you time. You don't need any ifs if you want. Okay, so to summarize, if you look at this expression for the event, if n is given, okay, this will give you 0.
I'm talking about maths A and maths B here, and I did explain the difference in earlier vlogs, but let me just repeat it. There are two versions of the mathematics for natural sciences in your first year, A and B. As it says on the course website, maths A is enough to then move on to mathematics, physics and advanced physics in your second year. It's low-paced and people who didn't do further maths in their A-levels can totally do it. Course B has some additional material for maths geeks and goes at a faster pace. They say that a rule of thumb is that students should choose B course if they scored at least 95% in at least 2 further pure modules. But there is a catch, both courses lead to the same examination. The only difference is that there are 2 additional questions with an asterisk that only B course covered, so in the end you just have a greater choice. As I said before, I did get 1200 UMS points and I did choose Maths B, and I find it quite alright. But if I could go back, I would choose Maths A. Physics and computer science took up a lot of my time and I should have focused on that instead of maths. That is only 25% of my grade.
Okay? If you now take this pi squared over 8 and put it upstairs, you just get 12.
Okay, the following has nothing to do with Cambridge. I just liked our Eurovision performance and I wanted to share these clips.
Hence, the wire section again shows an electrical resistance. Since the current still flows in the magnet, more and more heat is produced.
Okay, so some of the wire has heated up.
We can, if we replace it with a linear, locally linear, classical electronic component which is non-linear, has a shape like this. This is the voltage across it and this is the current through it.
How do we think of the way the system's behaving? Oh, there's one more, 3D boxes, and I'm going to put my code inside some hardware.
The reason I went to the Maths A lecture is I always wondered what it was like, and our Maths B lecture postponed our last lecture, so I had nothing to do and I wasn't skipping my lecture. I found it quite funny actually because the lecture was nice and sometimes you do need to go at a lower pace, even if you understand everything, just because sometimes our brain is a bit behind, so it can catch up and you can absorb all the material better. In our last lecture we focused on the exam past papers and it was so good. We covered differential equations, Fourier analysis and matrices. Our last lecture was in CMS, which is a Center for Mathematical Sciences. A very nice building actually, but not enough space for all the Natskis, so a lot of people had to sit on the stairs or just on the floor.
Plus b the cos mu x plus b sine mu x. So that implies, that we've got a equal to 0 and mu equal to
N, not to confuse it with M, X, M, X, so not to confuse it with M. M and N. Can't find it. So there are a few things that you should realise. You've got to answer something like 5 questions with a short section for each of the 2 papers. I don't know, it depends how you feel. Some people like to go in for the long questions, and then they do the short questions right at the end. Some people feel more confident if they can get something behind them, just do short questions and then go into long questions. Whatever you do, and I can't emphasise this enough, if you start doing short questions, do not spend any more than a few minutes per question. That's my pep talk. You'll probably have your own way of revising, so I'm not going to go into that. All I can say is that it's been a gas lecturing you on. I've had fun. I'm sure some of you have had fun. We'll have to do this sometime again. One other thing, when you get into the examination, just do it. And of course, physics never ends. And with that, I've said enough. I think that's all I have to say. It is. Thank you very much.